What's up, everybody? I'm Chase Sr.
And I'm Harrison Graham.
We just launched a brand new show here at Chat Sports. It's called Any Given Thursday. We go live every Thursday, 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific.
And this video you're about to watch aired live from this past Thursday show on our main Chat Sports YouTube channel. You see the link below, youtube.com/chatsportstv. So subscribe, join us every Thursday. And with that being said, go ahead and enjoy this video. Today's NFL Mailbag is presented by Magic Spoon. And guys, we are repping our favorite cereal. I'm a big fan of the cocoa flavor. Chase loves the peanut butter.
All about the peanut butter.
All the flavors are fantastic. And if you want to get $5 off, go to magicspoon.com/chat to get $5 off at checkout. Healthy cereal, zero sugar, and it tastes fantastic. It's the best of both worlds. Go ahead and head over to Magic Spoon. All right, let's start with your questions here. Nick Fury 55 asks, hey guys, which two NFC West teams will battle to finish to win the NFC West? Where will they stand in the playoffs, and how far into the playoffs will they get? Kind of a three-parter here. How about we just tier out the NFC West and let them know which teams make the playoffs?
Is it possible to tier it out? This division is that loaded.
All
it is
four
a straight
could make
up
the
gauntlet.
playoffs. I don't think they all will, but I bet three will.
I think
bet
three are going to make
will.
it. Yeah, I think three are going to make it because two won't make it from the NFC East, so that opens up another
North
opportunity.
looks weak early.
Which team looked the best in week one? That's what we have the sample size to base off
I'd say
right
Arizona blowing out Tennessee on the road was the most impressive win.
Most impressive win across the National Football League. Matthew Stafford looked really good with
looked
Sean
really
McVay.
good.
Russell Wilson in that new offense in Seattle. I think they're going to throw the football a ton. Shane Waldron doing a great job already. And I like Russ. He's never won less than 9 games in a season. If anything, I'm the most concerned about the Niners because already the injuries are surfacing.
The injuries are piling up. They dominated for 3 quarters, took their foot off the gas in the fourth, but injuries are piling up.
Classic Shanahan.
Nick, I don't know if that answered your question, but just know
it's a tough question.
It's going to be It's going to be a war every week in the NFC West. SM here, who is going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year? This is a good question. Gosh, if I'm basing it solely off week one, which obviously you can't do that, but let's just kind of think of the guys who stood out in week one. Mac Jones played really well. 289 and a touchdown, no turnovers. Zach Wilson came on late. I don't think
he has enough of a offensive supporting cast.
And if you go like 2-15, can you win Rookie of the Year? Because that's very possible.
You know what a sneaky one is for me? It's Devontae Smith, because I think already he's the number one wide receiver on the Eagles, and you were able to see his potential flash in week one against the Falcons. Touchdown, more than 70 yards receiving. He's going to be a big component of that offense. I still think
if Justin Fields gets in there before week 5, he's got a shot.
He does, especially if they win games.
Because I think that team is capable of winning some games. Where a lot of these other rookies, especially the quarterbacks, outside of Mac Jones, which of these teams are winning? I don't think Trey Lance will play enough.
I don't think so either.
So I just, I think Fields is kind of the wild card if he gets in there pretty soon. Boba Fett Jr., will Richard Sherman ever have the chance to play in the NFL again? Oh, he'll have a chance. The question is, A, is he in a state of mind where he's ready to play football? And B, are teams going to sign him mid-season? We know the Niners have some interest.
Yeah, so, I host the 49ers Report here at Chat Sports, and there have been conversations between the 49ers and Richard Sherman. They are interested in pairing back up because Sherman was there from 2018 through 2020.
Yep.
Here's the thing. Sherman has 5 misdemeanor charges against him, so the legal situation has to play out. Also, I kind of got the read that Sherman would like to get back into playing shape and potentially come back later in the year because it's now a 17-game schedule and basically see what happens in that 49ers secondary. If they continue to play poorly, if they continue to suffer injuries, then maybe Sherman comes back.
Well, and he may wait until mid-season, get into shape, stay in shape, and see what teams are actually contending.
Yeah.
What he doesn't want to do is sign with the Niners and then they're 3-5
and they tank
like that. He wants to play for a winner, which is what he said all offseason, even before the legal issues came up. So I do think he'll play again, Boba. I just think it's going to be a matter of time to let it play out. So what do you guys think? Will Richard Sherman play in the NFL again? I say yes. Type Y for yes. Type N for no. You saying yes?
I don't think we've seen the last of Sherman.
Yeah, I agree with that. So get your votes in and let us know. Here we go. Gary Harris. Should the Giants fire Jason Garrett and promote Freddie Kitchens? If the Giants lay an egg at Washington and score less than 10 points, it would not shock me if he gets fired.
Look, and I know so many people like to rip and drag Freddie Kitchens, but when he was the offensive coordinator a
bad.
couple years ago with Cleveland, he was actually a decent play caller. Now, he was in over his head as a head coach. He should not have been named a head coach. That's a position that he should probably never, ever have because he didn't look ready, he didn't look prepared, and the offensive game plans every week were a shit show. But I do think that he might be able to give you a better edge than a guy like Jason Garrett, who is just way too conservative with where rule changes are in the NFL nowadays, but also where NFL offenses are and should be.
The Flash here, should I be worried about the 49ers after their crumble in the fourth against the Lions? I'll let you take this one, but real quick, I'm not worried. I'm more worried about the injuries than I am of one bad quarter.
Yeah, so this is one of those arguments and one of those conversations where two things can be true, right? Kyle Shanahan has blown a lot of big leads. Offensive coordinator with the Falcons when they lost that 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl to the Patriots. He was the head coach of the 49ers when they lost a 21-10 fourth quarter lead against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. So he has the tendency to keep his foot off the gas. And he doesn't just keep the pedal to the metal. But when you're up 38-10 in week one, and you suffer an injury to your top cornerback, you know what you're doing defensively, schematically? Play and prevent defense. And you keep everything from the opposing offense in front of you. And I think the Niners did a lot of that, and that's why the Lions were able to come back. So I'm not concerned about the defense. I am concerned about the injuries.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. Are the 49ers playoff contenders? Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. Let us know. Do you think they are? I definitely think they're absolutely contenders. What's absolutely a fact is how good and healthy Magic Spoon cereal is, and you guys should pick some up because if Chase and I are eating it, trust me, it's the way to go. MagicSpoon.com/chat. Get $5 off your first order. They have natural flavors. It's keto-free, gluten-friendly. It's absolutely fantastic. 13 grams of protein per serving, 0 grams of sugar. This stuff tastes like the stuff you've been eating your whole life. You know, the mainstream brand you buy at the grocery store, Chase. Except it's actually good for you. So it's the best of both worlds.
And what's wild is when you compare the ingredients, it's not even close. For instance, the traditional peanut butter brand that I have in my hand right now, for Magic Spoon. 14 grams of protein, 4 grams of net carbs, 0 grams of sugar. It's grain-free and it's gluten-free. The Reese's brand, 2 grams of protein to 14, 26 grams of net carbs to 4, 11 grams of sugar to 0. That should tell you everything that you need to know to hop on board the Magic Spoon train.
So get $5 off, magicspoon.com/chat. Get $5 off today.
Yes, sir.
You guys can get going with Magic Spoon
I used to be fat eating bad cereal. Now I've slimmed down because I'm eating good cereal, and it's Magic Spoon cereal. Facts.
Beautiful. Let's get to some more of your questions here. NFL, who would you start week 2 in PPR? Devontae Smith or Clyde Edwards? Devontae Smith in PPR. That's not even a question.
Devontae Smith.
If it's not in PTR, maybe I go the running back, but in PPR, I think it's almost always going to be a receiver.
Especially going up against a 49er secondary that's dealing with injuries.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Let's see. Marcus Robertson. Appreciate that super chat, by the way. Chase and Harrison, who do you guys think in the Super Bowl next season? So not this season, next season. Well, I'll just go with the Chiefs in the AFC, and then...
Let me go with the Buffalo Bills in the AFC. I'll go opposite of you. Okay. I don't think they're going to win it this year, but maybe next year is the year.
I'm not going to go Packers.
I like the Ravens, too.
Oh, gosh. NFC next year, because I'm not going to go Bucs a year from now.
Rams.
Ooh.
Niners with Trey Lance.
That's a good one. Ooh.
Eagles with Jalen Hurts.
I'll go Niners. I'll go Chiefs-Niners next year. How about that?
Rematch.
Taylor Fleming, will the Raiders make the playoffs? Mitchell Wren says yes. I say no. Listen, AFC West could be one of these sneaky divisions, man. We know the Chiefs are going to be good. I think the Chargers are good on both sides. Denver looked pretty good in week 1. Vegas beat Baltimore.
We were talking about this earlier. For me, it's all dependent on Derek Carr. If he takes a leap into being a top 10 quarterback like he was back in 2016 when he almost won the MVP before he broke his leg in half, then I think the Raiders could get back to playoff contention.
That defensive line is
nice. If Derek
nice.
Carr drops off, then probably not. Max Crosby, my gosh, how incredible was he the other night.
Carl Nassib's a nice player. Yeah. The back end worries me still, but through 1 week, so far so good. Ant-Man, is Mac Jones the answer in New England? Producer Jack Lotteray, big fan of this question, big fan of Mac Jones. I think he is, man. I'm not going to call him Tom Brady, but their skill sets are actually pretty similar. The comp is there just because Short passing attack, very accurate, good decision maker.
Good pocket awareness.
Yeah, I mean, I
Good
think
feet.
It's a learning process, but I think that he could be the answer. Now, I do think, unlike Brady, who at times was throwing to bums like Deion Branch, I do think you're going to want to get good talent around this guy, but I do think he can be a franchise quarterback.
I'm with you.
So what do you guys think? Is he the answer? Type S for he's the savior. Type B for he's a bust. Type IDK for I don't know yet because savior seems a little strong.
He looked pretty good in week 1. He got off to a good performance.
Looked good in the preseason. Yeah. Let's see how he fares this week against the Jets. Tricky Nicky. Have the Packers team quit on Aaron Rodgers, and do they miss the playoffs?
Panic button. You're hitting it way too early.
Yeah,
I think the Packers are going to be all right.
Look, sometimes you just get your ass kicked. I know it doesn't happen much to the Rodgers, but it has happened to him before. You lose to Detroit in week 2. Let's revisit how the Packers sit so far.
No question.
But look, they're still the team to beat in the NFC North until proven otherwise.
I'm with you.
So that's kind of where I'm at. Should Dak get praised more for having to deal with Jason stuck in the past Garrett offensive mindset? I mean, Dak his entire life has exceeded expectations, so I think there's something to that.
He also got off to his start in his career, which was a very good start under Jason Garrett. So flip side to that, do you give Garrett for how he developed as a former quarterback, a rookie quarterback, to take over for Tony Romo and put the Cowboys in a position where they could have made a deep run in the playoffs? I mean, they went 13-3 with Dak and Jason Garrett.
Zeke was the best back in football as a rookie.
Offensive line was great.
That O-line was the best unit in football. That defense was actually pretty good. That's easily the best defense he's played
that they've had in a long time
in his career. Yeah. So it's hard to say, but I will say Kellen Moore has helped unleash him. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Last one on this NFL mailbag. What week will Russell Wilson break the record for most regular season wins in a quarterback first 10 season? 99 right now. The record is 105 wins. So this will be his 10th season. Like you said, he's got to win 7 more games this year.
He's
so
never won less than 9
By
games.
week 11, is he passing that? 7-3?
I think easy. Yeah.
7-3 over the next 10 weeks?
Yeah, I think they're already going to start off 2-0.
He'll definitely get it this year. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
But
let's say week 5, week 6.
Look, teams or people say QB1s are overrated. Sometimes winning's winning.
Hey, could they get off to a 5-0, 6-0 start to get closer and closer to that number? Maybe.
Winners win, baby. That's a good question. Appreciate it, Anish. Shout out your favorite NFL team and let us know down in the comments. Rep your squad. We're always trying to figure out what fan bases are being represented on our videos.